Welcome, everyone. Today, we are focusing on designing AI and agents for business solutions, specifically diving into how to design customizations for Copilot in Dynamics 365 apps for customer experience and service. Let's get started. Welcome to our training on designing customizations for Copilot in Dynamics 365 apps. What exactly does this mean? It means ensuring Copilot reflects your organization's specific vocabulary, service processes, data, and tone. In Dynamics 365 Sales and Customer Service, Copilot is already built to generate responses, extract insights, and suggest next actions. But why must we customize it? To ensure Copilot delivers relevant, consistent, and trustworthy outputs, organizations must tailor it to match their unique customer experience model. How we do this involves focusing on key customization areas like business terms, prompts, and data scope. Our deep dive will show that getting this right directly improves service quality, agent efficiency, and customer outcomes. Let's look at this flowchart. On the left, we start with the standard Dynamics 365 Copilot. While the out-of-the-box version is powerful, the real value is unlocked when it passes through the customization engine. Here, the AI branches out to consume your aligned vocabulary, tailored prompts, and scoped data. All of these configured elements converge into our ultimate goal on the right, an optimized customer experience. This visual shows that customization isn't just a technical checkbox, it is the vital bridge between generic AI capabilities and a highly specialized, brand-aligned customer service assistant. What are the core areas of customization? Customization allows organizations to tune Copilot's behavior in 4 key areas. First, we have business terms and domain language, which aligns Copilot with your internal language. Second, prompt and output customization, which controls the tone, structure, and format of AI responses. Third, data scope and field configuration, which defines exactly what data Copilot can reference. And finally, surface integration, which determines where Copilot appears within the Dynamics 365 interface. Why do we separate these into 4 pillars? Because each area impacts the customer experience differently, and ignoring one can lead to poor agent adoption. Our deep dive throughout this session will break down how to configure each pillar to maximize agent efficiency and reduce context switching. This diagram breaks down the 4 customization pillars. From the central Copilot customization node, we branch into our 4 targets. Notice the direct outcomes mapped below them. Business terms directly increase trust because the AI speaks your company's language. Prompt settings ensure brand consistency. Data scope produces relevant insights by filtering out noise. Finally, surface integration improves agent efficiency by placing the AI exactly where the user is working. Understanding this mapping helps solution architects justify the time spent configuring each specific area. Let's deep dive into the first area, business terms. What does this mean? It means mapping your organizational vocabulary into structured fields that Copilot uses. For the basics, you must define product names, case categories, SLA tiers, and region-specific vocabulary. Why is this critical? Because if Copilot misinterprets case categories or uses outdated terminology, it can produce summaries that don't match internal processes or recommend incorrect next steps. How do we fix this? By mapping key fields like issue type or product line, ensuring option sets use clear terminology, and prioritizing fields that reflect how your organization actually classifies cases. Taking a deep dive, you must also actively remove outdated or unused terms that could confuse the AI. This standardization ensures everyone speaks the exact same language. Look at this data flow. We begin with raw CRM data on the left, which often contains legacy jargon or messy fields. This data must pass through the business terms filter. As an architect, you configure this filter to remove outdated terms and carefully map SLAs and product lines into clean option sets. Only this clean, standardized data is fed into the Copilot engine. The result on the far right is accurate AI summaries. If you bypass this filtering step, your AI will simply amplify the confusion already present in your legacy data. Moving to the second area, prompt and output customization. What does this entail? Copilot prompts shape how the AI generates email drafts, case summaries, and actionable next steps. The basics involve configuring elements like tone, whether professional, concise, or empathetic, as well as defining structure and required fields. Why customize this? To ensure that all generated responses reflect the tone and professionalism expected in your customer communications, while strictly avoiding sensitive terms. How do you configure it? You can choose specific summary structures, like a paragraph format for narrative-style notes or a structured format. A deep dive reveals that the structured format breaks summaries into predefined sections like customer issue, actions taken, and next steps. This is ideal for organizations with strict documentation standards or those in regulated industries. This visual demonstrates the output format choice available for prompt customization. From the system prompt, you have a routing decision. For environments that prefer free-form notes, you select the paragraph format. However, for strict, regulated workflows, you route to the structured format. Notice how the structured format explicitly dictates the output into mandatory sections, customer issue, actions taken, and next steps. By forcing the AI to populate these exact sections, you eliminate variability and ensure that every agent handoff contains the exact same standard of information. Our third pillar is data scope and field configuration. What is data scope? It defines exactly what information Copilot is allowed to reference when generating insights. The basics involve selecting specific CRM entities, knowledge article sources, and contact fields that the AI can read. Why is this necessary? Because limiting data scope to only necessary fields improves precision and significantly reduces noise. If you feed the AI too much irrelevant data, its performance degrades. How do you manage this? You configure exactly which case fields are included in summarization and what interaction timeline elements Copilot can access. Taking a deep dive, this boundary configuration ensures that the AI uses only relevant, approved, and up-to-date customer information. You must guarantee the insights are drawn from authoritative data, not irrelevant legacy tables. This diagram illustrates the concept of data scope guardrails. On the left, we have the massive pool of enterprise data. Before Copilot can read this data, it must pass through the data scope guardrails that you architect. Notice that irrelevant or legacy tables are firmly blocked from the AI's view. Only allowed data, which consists of curated case fields and approved knowledge articles, makes it through to Copilot generation. By strictly managing this pipeline, you guarantee that the AI generates high-precision answers, reducing the risk of hallucinations caused by outdated information. The fourth area is surface integration. What does this mean? It determines exactly where Copilot's outputs physically appear within the Dynamics 365 applications. The basics include placing AI assistants in case forms, conversation windows, customer timelines, and agent dashboards. Why does placement matter so much? Because proper integration ensures agents receive AI assistance where they need it most, dramatically reducing context switching. How do we design this? We can use the conversational Copilot sidecar model for interactive chat-based assistance, or we can use embedded intelligent features directly within case forms and knowledge views. For our deep dive, consider role-specific service forms. You can tailor Copilot outputs so that frontline Tier 1 agents see different levels of operational detail compared to escalation teams or supervisors, which heavily supports more efficient case handoffs. Let's explore the surface integration flowchart. Copilot capabilities originate at the top and flow into your surface integration design. You have three primary deployment patterns here. First, the sidecar chat model, which is perfect for ad hoc Q&A and active troubleshooting. Second, embedding in case forms, which delivers proactive insights directly into the record the agent is viewing. Third, role-specific dashboards, which aggregate summaries and sentiment trends specifically for supervisor oversight and triage. This visual proves that Copilot is not a one-size-fits-all tool. Its presentation must be architected to fit the user's specific operational context. Beyond the built-in customizations, we must consider extending Copilot for complex workflows. What is extensibility in this context? It means integrating custom prompts, workflows, and automation patterns through the Power Platform. The basics involve using Power Automate flows, plugins, and custom actions to tailor Copilot for complex, organization-specific business processes. Why do we need to extend? Because sometimes you need multi-system orchestration, such as connecting customer service with finance for billing refunds, or triggering predictive escalations. How do you achieve this? By creating custom connectors and configuring these actions via Copilot Studio. Our deep dive best practice is a concept called modularizing AI behaviors. By keeping your AI logic modular, service teams can safely update specific business rules or prompts without having to rewrite or disrupt the entire AI solution architecture. This diagram showcases the extensibility layer. When standard D365 Copilot capabilities hit their limit, requests route into this extensibility layer. Here, you can leverage Power Automate flows for business routing, custom plugins for specialized data retrieval, or even direct Azure OpenAI integrations for advanced reasoning. All of these distinct extensions ultimately converge to execute a cross-system action, like updating a billing record in an ERP system based on a customer service chat. This architecture keeps your core Copilot clean while securely attaching powerful external capabilities. Finally, let's review the best practices for customizing Copilot in Dynamics 365. What are the core rules? First, always start with agent workflows to customize features that actually reduce friction in real, daily scenarios. Second, keep your business terms consistent across all teams and departments. Third, strictly limit your data scope to reduce noise. Why do we need these rules? To maintain a high standard of quality, ensure brand alignment, and protect customer data. How do we ensure this over time? By regularly reviewing Copilot outputs for tone and accuracy, and continuously updating prompts as your customer experience strategy evolves. For our ultimate deep dive, remember the golden rule of enterprise AI: enable human oversight. Agents should always validate AI-generated content before sending it to a customer. Customization makes the AI powerful, but human accountability is what makes it safe for business. Our final diagram illustrates the continuous improvement lifecycle for AI customization. We begin by designing customizations and strictly limiting data scope. We then deploy this to our agents. However, notice the critical decision gate: human oversight. The agent must review the AI output. If it is accurate, they validate it and send to customer. If the output is poor, they edit or reject it. This rejection feeds directly into review outputs and update prompts, closing the loop by sending feedback back into the design phase. This continuous feedback loop guarantees that your Copilot customizations get smarter and safer over time.